Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
You're now listening to the Evening Rush Network.
Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Stacey with Stacey Talks Money podcast. Thank you for tuning in, listening, watching, viewing. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. You can follow me on Instagram, Stacey Talks Money podcast. You can also email me, staceytalksmoney@gmail, if you have any questions or anything you would like me to discuss on the show. The number to call in is 929-282-0266. If you want to support the show, the Cash App is Stacey Talks Money. Alrighty, on Cash App if you'd like to support the show. Thank you for tuning in this evening. I'm going to have a guest at about 7:15. Her name is Hadassah, and she has a press-on nail business, and she's also having an event on Saturday, a Mother's Day event. So she's going to be speaking about that, being an entrepreneur and the event that she's having. She with her business, she's trying to have a lot of events to get entrepreneurs together, to network, to grow. So we're going to speak with her later on in the show. And right now I'm going to talk about credit cards, regular credit cards. I'm going to talk about secured credit cards, and just the difference, because I think sometimes people kind of get it confused, the difference between the credit cards and how you qualify. So basically, a credit card, and this is a credit card for personal use. A credit card is just, it's a physical payment card that allows you to get credit from a financial institution, meaning like banks, Chase, Capital One, different companies, a financial institution. They give you money and, you're going to use it. You can get pre-approved for some cards. Some cards, depending on your credit, they will automatically just kind of send you things in the mail, send you things through your email. But, you could also apply on your own to different, credit card companies. There's Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. Okay. And, you set they have limits, every card company has different limits. Some start you off, depending on your credit. Some credit cards start you off with a lower amount, as low as $200. Could be the lowest, $200 to $300. Some cards, the lowest is like, $500. And of course, with American Express, it is unlimited. So I always tell people be careful with the American Express card, because a lot of people get in trouble with the American Express card. They end up owing American Express, and that's not good. Alrighty, so basically that's what a credit card is. Now the only difference between, some people also think a debit card is a credit card. No, a credit card is something that is issued to you through a financial institution. You have a credit limit, you use it within the limit. A debit card is exactly what it is, just a debit card linked to your bank account. So whatever money you have in your account, that's what you're using. So a debit card is definitely different from a regular credit card. With a debit card, you're spending everything that you have in your bank account linked to that bank account. Okay. And with a debit card, there's no, with a regular credit card, it will, your credit score, your on-time payments, there's no kind of payments when it comes to a debit card. You just use your debit card and it's linked to your bank account, and that's it. It's not linked to your credit or anything. So, alrighty. So when people are starting out with their credit, it's always best that you try to keep it to a minimum of cards and not to apply for too many cards. Because I know a lot of times people, when they're just starting their credit, they might apply for like 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. All you need are 2 cards. That's it. Just 2 credit cards, when you're just starting out. Because if you have more than 2, you're going to get overwhelmed. Some people, they have 10 cards. Some people, they have 15 credit cards, and that's just too much. You're going to get overwhelmed. I'm telling you from experience, when you're just starting out with your credit, only have 2. If you can, maybe 1. Okay, but at least you could have at least 2. 1 credit card you could use for like every day, and you could keep another credit card for emergency purposes only. Okay. Now, when you're applying for credit cards, you should know what your credit score is. You should know if it's in the 400s, the 500s, the 600s. You can always check annualcreditreport.com, and that's where you can get your credit report. They can pull it for you. Also, some banks, if you go in and you say you want to apply for their credit card, they can also do that for you. They can pull your credit report for you. Also, banks, credit unions, if you tell them you want to apply for their credit card, they will also do that. Pull the credit for you. Now, what's considered a good credit score is anywhere from about like 625 and up is considered pretty decent credit. So you always want to make sure that your credit score is at least a 625 or up. In order to qualify for a home, your credit has to be at least 640 and up. For a home, it has to be 640. If your credit is below 640, there are a lot of programs, but primarily you should try to get your credit score to at least a 640 to be considered, a good credit for a lender. But there are programs where if you're looking to buy a home, if you do have below 640, they can work with you, but it's always best to try and keep your credit at least to, keep your credit at 640 and above. All right, so when you have your card, should stay within your limit. I know they say you should do 30% of your limit, but I think people should do at least 10%, not to go past 10% of your credit card limit. So if your credit card is 500, typically you shouldn't go over, I would say, $50 on that $500 limit, because I know you have a $500 limit, but it really doesn't mean you should spend up until the $500 limit, because then sometimes you're considered a credit risk when other lenders are looking at you, other banks are looking at you when you're applying for different things. They're going to say you're a credit risk, because if your limit is 500, you really shouldn't spend it to the 500. I know it might seem, you have a limit of 500 or 1,000, yes, but they want to make sure that you're responsible with your credit. So if it's 500, I would suggest you spend no more than, let's say, $50 on your credit card. If it's 1,000, I would say you shouldn't spend no more than maybe 100, 150 the most on your credit card. And if you do need to spend more than 150 on like a higher limit credit card, I would suggest that you try and pay that off as soon as possible. Try not to carry a balance. If you know you're going to make large purchases on your credit card, or if you know you're going to, kind of use your credit card close to the limit, it's always best if you can pay it off. It's always best if you can try and pay it off. If you can do it weekly, monthly, like what I do is, because I have my 2 credit cards through Navy Federal, and that's also my bank account. So what I do is I make a payment every week. I'm not waiting for my due date to pay my credit card. If you can make weekly payments, it's great for you. If you can't, maybe every 2 weeks, but also try and make at least 2 payments on your credit card per month, because it will boost your credit score. If you make 2 payments, you make a payment at least 15 days before your due date, you make a payment, and then you make a second payment at least 3 to 4 days before the due date. So it's like you're making a payment before the statement cutoff date, which is 15 days most times. you're making one payment and then you're making another one 3 to 4 days before the due date. So it will show as 2 payments on your credit card. So, and that will build your credit very quickly. I did that when I was rebuilding my credit, and 1 month my credit went up 86 points. So it does work. Alrighty. So our guest is here. All right, she's backstage, and we are going to introduce her in a little bit. Hold on.
Hi.
Oh. Hi, good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Cool. Hi, Miss Stacey.
Hi, how you doing? Introduce yourself.
I'm good. My name is Hadassah, and I'm the CEO founder of the Affluent Alliance.
Okay. All right. So I'm glad that you're here this evening. I know it's a little hectic.
Thank you. That's okay.
Yeah, I know it's a little hectic. So I was just briefly talking about credit, and when people are starting their credit, especially for business owners, it's important to use credit wisely and build it the right way, and not to overspend. Especially as a business owner, you might try to, I need to max out this card. No, you never max out your credit cards. Whether personal or business. So I'm just telling people that. And also, if you do need to kind of restart your credit, it's always best you try secured cards are the best. Even for a business, you can have secured credit cards. So in a later show, I'll go more into detail about credit and how to build it wisely. So let's talk about your event that you're having.
Yes. Right. So Saturday, I'm having an amazing event. It's called Mimosas and Memories, Brunching with Mom. So basically it's a brunch, but it's just not a regular brunch. It's not something you're just gonna come eat and leave. So it's from 12 to 6. So you can stay the whole time if you want. I'm gonna have interactive things such as I'm gonna have a candle workshop, and then I'm gonna have on-site facials. I'm also gonna have a fragrance bar. So it's like a table where a young lady who makes like scented oils, like she's been making it for a long time. You can go and you can actually make your own scent. So those are the nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be interactive for that. And then I'm also going to have guest speakers. So different types of speakers, some on wellness, some on health. I'm going to have one person do like a breathing exercise. So it's going to be, really, really good, informative and inspirational, and, things like that. I'm going to have a dancer. So this girl who has been a dancer for like her whole life. So she's going to come and perform. And then I'm actually also going to have a gospel rapper. So she's yeah. So I met her a few months ago, and I was like, oh wow, this is different, because it's like you hear rappers all the time, but you never really heard of like a gospel rapper. So and I like her songs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
That's that.
A nice time.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. It's definitely going to be worth the money, and then you get unlimited food. So there's no limit. You can come at 12, you can eat at 12, and then you can eat again at 5 before you leave. You know what I mean? So there's no limit. I'm going to have someone actually cooking eggs on site, so you can get the eggs however you want.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to have a live DJ, of course.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's gonna be really good. It's like a jam-packed day. It's not gonna be boring. Then the biggest thing I got sponsored by Shea Moisture. So
wow.
Yeah, so Shea Moisture, the real company. They sponsored my event, and I got a whole bunch of goodies. I got the conditioner, leave-in conditioner, shampoos, the oils, the body wash, the cream. Like
wow.
So the first 25 people to come will get that whole bundle with everything in it. So
okay. So your event is primarily for moms, or are gentlemen welcome?
Yeah, of course, men are welcome. No, it's not just for moms, really. I mean, it's a celebration of moms, right? So you can be there and celebrate your mom, even if may she rest in peace. Let's say someone passed away, it's like, I'm just going to go and enjoy this, in memory of my mom. Or, if you're a mom yourself and you never, I realize that as parents, we don't really spend much on ourselves. Like everything is the kids, the kids, the kids. So as a mom, like, yes, go enjoy the day to yourself, or even if you don't have kids, but you have a mom or you have a godmother, you have a dope aunt who is like a mother, you know what I mean? Like bring them, you know what I mean? So it's for anyone. Anybody can come. There's nobody, it's not like, oh, women only, you can't come. No, definitely not. It's available for everyone.
Right. Okay. And you still have tickets available, correct?
Yes, I still have tickets available. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know like the number? Like if people wanna, so people can know if there's time or they should try and get it tonight. Okay.
No, there's definitely still time. I extended the date because I got a couple requests and people get paid on certain days and things like that. So I pushed out the date to purchase tickets.
Right.
It's a good amount left, not too many. So I wouldn't wait till like Friday. But I'm definitely not selling tickets at the door. And anyway, there's no address on anything, so people just can't come show up anyway. It's a good amount left.
That's a safe part.
But it's getting tight, because it's like it's right around the corner. Saturday is almost here, and then have to buy the things that we need to get. So
okay. So you would suggest if people are thinking about it, they should try and buy their tickets like soon, like today, tomorrow. Like try not to wait till the last minute because you know how we are sometimes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Definitely. Okay. But and I forgot to mention, I'm also gonna have vendors. Oh, how can I forget the vendors? The amazing vendors are gonna be part of my event. So I'm gonna have about 8 different vendors. So one is going to be selling waist beads. One is going to be selling sea moss. One is going to be selling purses, like vintage purses. It's going to be a lot of different type of vendors there. So it's really going to be, I have one that's selling like natural soaps. So it's going to be really a really, really good event. Like lots of things to do. So
and let people know how they can get tickets.
Okay, so basically you can do like my IG, the Affluent Alliance, which that's why I put it in the yellow part of my name of my thing there. So the Affluent Alliance, no spaces. You can put that in an IG. You can find me easily. And the tickets are in the link in the bio. So that's the easiest way you can find it, the best way to secure, because if you try to like type it in an Eventbrite, it may not even come up, because the funny thing is after I came up with the name for this event, I actually saw somebody else on Eventbrite have a similar name. Instead of mimosas, they have mimosas and memories.
It happens
because there's no way you would have thought to put those two words together. Like
it happens.
And memories.
It happens. It's just like with a business, you got to trademark that name because somebody else is thinking the same thing. They might change a letter or two. So it happens. Okay.
So definitely if you go to my page, the Affluent Alliance on IG, that's the best place to go to actually get you, because the link is there.
Okay, and I will also post it on my page if anyone wants. I would also post it on my page, Stacey Talks Money Podcast, and other pages. I would definitely, and I will be there. So I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. So, what made you start this whole event? What was the motivation behind it? Was it just a one-time thing? Is it something you want to do monthly, yearly?
Well, actually, so in general, I love throwing events. That's always been my passion. I love bringing people together. It doesn't matter what type of event. I like to be the person like that puts it together. I like come up with the decorations and buy this and put this there and things like that and decorate whatever. Like not decorate too much. Like I don't do balloons. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But so I love throwing events. So I've thrown events for the past 4 years. I threw some pop-up shops, I threw some marketplace events. I even threw originally my first business still is press-on nails. So I sell press-on nails, I make them from scratch, and I started that 4 years ago. So my pop-up shops was under like my nail name. So it's like I coordinated it, I curated it, I put the vendors together, I did everything. Right. But then so I was like, but I wanted to do more than just pop-up shops, because even though pop-up shops is a great way to expose small businesses, it's like I would do more, because it's like I don't want to just be limited to that. You know what I mean? So the first event that I did that was not a pop-up shop was like it was a nail workshop. So what I did was I catered to my my customers, and those that always asking me questions like, how do you get nails, press on nails to last long, blah blah blah. I was like, you know what, let me just put together a workshop in person and we can go step by step. So I had about 6 girls signed up for the class, and then I had all the things on each table. They had their own individual table, and I put everything they needed, the filing, the nail file, the buffer, the nail clipper, everything that they needed. So we went step by step. So it was very fun. I had food, I had drinks, and I also invited other vendors there to sell as well. And then in February, I did a mixer for all entrepreneurs. So I had some guest speakers to come and, pretty much help people are like that are starting in business to get some advice and resources, things like that. So that was cool as well. So I just wanted to keep it going, right? So keep doing different types of events. So I said, well, Mother's Day, I'm a mother now. And I was like, Mother's Day, people want to do things for their mother, but sometimes you get tired of going to the same place all the time. You know what I mean? And then those places, they have like 2-hour time limits, like, or you feel rushed. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you got to go. Your limit is up. We need a table for the next set of people. And then you can go, you can get food, but then you have to pay for drinks, or there's a limit on whatever it is that you get, then, okay, there could be a DJ playing, but then it's like, okay, you're just eating and that's it. So I was like, what, let me come up with something where I can have a little bit of interaction. I can involve a lot of people that I've connected with throughout the years, and pretty much give exposure to everyone, so that everyone can come to have a good time, things like that. So it just all stems from me like loving to have throwing events. And then secondly, the space that I'm using is the space that I own. So basically what I want to do is I want to collaborate with other entrepreneurs as well. So let's say like you're a yoga instructor, but you don't have a yoga studio yet, right? So you want to start that, you want to start getting clientele, things like that. So I will collaborate with a yoga instructor, and because the space has 3 huge rooms. So I can use one of the rooms. We can set it up where you come up with the date and you can use it and have a yoga class. Or like, let's say someone, wrote a book. If you want to do like a book signing, we can use the venue and have a book signing. You know what I mean? So I just want to pretty much give it exposure, put it out there, and let other entrepreneurs know that let's collaborate, let's do things together. Because I know it's hard, obviously, as a small business owner, do things and get yourself out there. But I'm also trying to push people to think outside the box, because it's like, okay, yes, it's great, and I'm not knocking pop-up shops, and because I do host them as well. But let's cater to you yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like if it's a small business owner, like, sell soaps, for instance. Well, let's do something where we focus basically just on your business and not have it a pop-up shop where it's about a whole bunch of businesses. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why I was like, well, let me just put this together, give exposure to people, bring a whole bunch of entrepreneurs together, have fun, eat, drink, stuff like that. Oh, I think she's gone. But yes. So I think she's coming back on now.
There's so many different.
You were gone. You were gone here for a while. I'm still here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here. I'm good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So that's what I was saying. Just to pretty much give exposure to everyone, entrepreneurs, and have people come together and just collaborate. Because I mean, why not?
We're good. Wait, hold on. So yeah, pop-up shops, yeah, they are good, but I think business owners should really invest and do like a solo event, because it does help where you're one-on-one with people. They're viewing your products alone. There's no one else. Not saying that the pop-up shops aren't good, but
right. Stacey? Oh, she's probably having connection issues. Yeah. So, my name again, like I said, is the Affluent Alliance. You can reach me on IG, and then I'm gonna have all the information for the brunches there. I have lots of flyers that I've been posting. And like I said, I'm gonna have on-site facials available if anyone is interested. I'm going to have a candle workshop, so you make your candle from scratch, and you could pick your own essence and smells for it. I'm going to have someone do a fragrance bar where you can make your own fragrance. I'm going to have 5 different guest speakers, and they're all different types of speakers that are going to have good information and also inspiring messages, things like that. I'm gonna have the live dancer. So a young lady's gonna be doing a dance, and then I'm also gonna have a rapper. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun. Unlimited food, like I said, and drinks. So depending on what type of ticket, if you get a VIP ticket, you get unlimited drinks. And trust me, there's gonna be a lot of drinks to choose from. I spent a lot of money on drinks. But if you just get a regular ticket, you get 2 drinks, which is more than a lot of places. Some places don't even come with drinks, or they only give you 1. So I give you 2. And then don't forget, the first 25 people will get the Shea bundle that's available for the first 25 people. And that comes with everything, with the lotion, the cream, the shampoo, the conditioners, the oils, everything. So yeah, it's going to be a really, really good event. And like I said before, it's not just limited to women or mothers. If there's a guy out there, there might be some single women in there, just come through. Why not? If you're not doing nothing on a Saturday, come get some food and get some, drinks and enjoy some entertainment.
So that's for the first 25 people that show up, or the first 25 people to buy a ticket?
The first 25 people to walk through the door. You hear me? Oh. I guess she's going in and out. Yes, it's for first 25 people to walk through the door. We'll get that Shea bundle. So, and then I'm also going to have, and actually I'm also having a raffle. So I have 6 or 7 raffle prizes. So everybody that walks through the door will get a raffle ticket. So at least 7 people will get a chance of winning something. Some of the raffle prizes is a laptop cover, like a nice cute laptop sleeve. Gold. Oh, I don't know if anyone ever seen on the internet. They have like gold cards.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was saying that I'm actually gonna have a raffle as well.
Okay.
So the raffle is for at least 6 or 7 people, and everyone gets a raffle ticket just for coming to the event. So when you come in, you get a raffle ticket, and then some of the raffle prizes is, one is like a laptop sleeve.
Okay.
One is if you ever seen like gold playing cards. Have you ever seen the gold ones that are like waterproof?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have 2 packs of those.
Okay.
I have this thing. What's this thing called again? iWatch.
Yeah. iWatch.
So not the watch, but the bands. I have a
Apple
gold
Watch.
band. Yes, so I have a gold band and a silver band. Not the watch itself, just the band. And then I have this nice jewelry box. It's like a mirror jewelry box. And then I have some books to give away, because some people might like books. And what I did was I purchased about 5 or 6 books from small entrepreneurs that are just putting their stuff out there, and I made 2 gift baskets with books. So yeah, so I think it's pretty decent. I was trying to get like neutral gifts that'll work for men or women. That's why I got the playing cards. So
right. So you expect to have a lot of men at the event?
I mean, I don't expect it. I definitely don't expect it. But I definitely am open to, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Gotta keep the men entertained too, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
You don't want to leave them out.
No,
So,
definitely not.
so how did you start on your journey with the press-on nails business? Did you go to school for nails or
No, actually, I mean, I
self-taught?
just got my nails done all the time and I paid
Mm-hmm.
attention and then I watched a lot of YouTube. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured out like what works best, the best products. It was like a lot of like research and trial and error and purchasing and seeing, what works, what doesn't. And
Mm-hmm.
the difference with my press on nail company, where I tried to stand out is that I offer little things that other press on nail companies I notice they don't give. Like something as simple as a nail clipper. They don't
Mm-hmm.
offer that. You will never get a nail clipper from someone that sells press-ons. But
Right.
with me, you will get it every single time. And
Okay.
then what I also give is like a it's like a card gripper. So it has like teeth at the end, and you can
Mm-hmm.
put it on like a keychain. So like let's say you have on nails, but you at like a gas station or an ATM, and you just really
Okay.
can't get that card out. Um, I also give that to anyone that purchases a set of nails. So it's not something that's like extra.
Okay.
It doesn't charge I don't charge anything extra for it. It's just something I feel like you just need. I try to think of little things. And also, I'm not just about press on nails. I'm about hands in general. So I sell all
Mm-hmm.
hand products. I sell hand creams, hand
Mm-hmm.
scrubs, hand soaps. I sell cuticle oils and I sell hand masks. So the same way like people have like a mask on their eyes, it's like a hand mask. It's a one-time use, same thing, but which actually
Okay.
I'm giving the hand masks in my VIP gift bags at my brunch. So if you get a VIP ticket, you
Ah.
get the swag bag, but the swag bag is gonna have the hand mask that I sell. So
Okay. Okay. So
yeah.
those other products, do you make them yourself?
Yeah, I make them myself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Wow.
stuff.
Wow. That
It's a
takes a
lot.
lot of
Yes,
dedication to make
yes,
those
because
products.
even the nails itself takes a lot. You know what
I
I
can,
mean?
how long does it take you typically to do like a set? Let's say.
It really depends on the design. Like I had a design 3 weeks ago, and the girl she wanted, first of all, the nails was like long,
Mm,
and then she wanted at least half of it with all studs, and it was so intricate. It took me 3 days to do that one set. And not to say it's like 3 days
mm.
continuous. I mean, I have to drop off my kids. I have to do some things in myself, but to really get it done, it took me about 3 days. So that's like $100 set because that's a lot of time, and product. But like my basic sets where it's just simple designs, it doesn't take too long. It's about like, $40-$50. But even
Okay.
yeah, but even as like a first time customer, like if someone purchases nails from me for the first time, they get all my products. So you'll get a hand scrub, a hand cream, a hand soap, a hand mask. You'll get everything that I sell, just as a thank you for your first purchase.
Okay. Okay. So they get a lot. They get more than the press on nails. They get like a
That's right.
full,
Because I'm not just about press on nails. I'm about the
right.
hands,
Right.
treating your hands royally.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something that a lot of people forget about their hands, you know,
It's
but
that's the thing. That's what I tell people. I'm like, people forget about your hands, but we use our hands for everything, literally everything. Our
yeah,
hands touch, lift, it swipes, it we use mannerisms when we speak, we text, we talk. We
we type
literally do
if you're
everything with
working.
our
Yeah,
hands.
you type.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not just
Yeah. You got
about
to
the
take,
nails. You can have cute nails, but if your hands are ashy and crusty, nobody trying to look at it. So you have to have all
yeah.
the products.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
hands,
Yeah.
I mean, I treat my hands like I treat my face. When you have a face routine, your hand routine, the same. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. So primarily your products are just for women, the
Well,
press on
those,
nails.
yes. But I mean, I do have one of my creams has like a masculine scent. It's actually, I named it him. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it is a very nice light scent, but it is for like, it's for catered for men. But some women actually do like it. Fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I made that cream for men. And then my soaps, I mean, soap is soap, so that's pretty much
Right.
neutral. So, and the hand mask, I mean, really and truly, if there's like a guy that's like, let's say he's a construction worker or
Right.
a sanitation worker or whatever, and you want to treat yourself, get the hand mask. That's definitely neutral. So
Right. Okay. So are you thinking about like adding more products for men?
no, because I think the hand mask, The soaps and then the cream is pretty much good enough. I mean, I sell hand scrubs. Scrubs are definitely neutral. You can use it for anyone. So it pretty much is neutral, except just the press on nails is really. I mean, there are some men out there that wear them too, but yeah, it's everything is pretty much neutral. So
Okay.
yeah.
Good. All right. So when you first started with your doing your nails, how did you first fund your business? Was it savings? Did you get a loan from the bank? How did you like get your supplies and just start it up, for other people who
Oh, she's gone again.
costs associated with starting up a press-on nail business?
I'm sorry. You had left, so I didn't hear most of what you said.
Okay, I said to start up a press-on nail business, like what are some of the costs, like
Oh,
supplies, like
um,
how did you first get your supplies? Did you just use your savings? Did you get a loan? Did you use a credit card? And about how much it takes to really start up with supplies and different things for a
well,
press-on nail business.
I didn't get a loan. I didn't use credit cards. I
Mm-hmm.
just used cash. And what
Mm-hmm.
I did was it took me about a year to
Mm-hmm.
get everything before I even launched my business. So
Okay.
I bought things in increments. So I bought, from every paycheck, I just bought a little and I bought in bulk. So that it turns out to be cheaper. I bought it in bulk from Alibaba.
Okay.
Um, so that's pretty much what I did. And anything that I like certain nail polishes, I
Right.
bought those like more towards the end. But if it's like nail clippers, nail buffers, nail files, those I bought, in bulk ahead of time, like in the beginning, because those are things that'll last, much longer. So as far as how much, I can't really give you a figure because it's like
Right. Right.
I spread everything out. So I didn't buy
Okay.
everything at once so that I
Right.
wouldn't feel that burden.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm very, very much into like finance because I worked in a bank for 8 years actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew the things like kind of what to do and what not to do type of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I just spread everything out. I'm not really in any debt because of my nail business. I don't have any outstanding loans or anything. Everything I bought myself.
Right.
So
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
mhm.
because some people, some people are different when they have a business. Some people
Yeah,
tend to just buy everything up at one go, or like
yeah,
how you did it, you spread it out. To me, I think it's better you kind of spread it out, get
yeah,
things little by little, build up your supplies instead of
yeah,
spending all of that money that one shot, and
yeah.
kind of build it up, especially if you're not ready to launch the business right
Exactly.
away.
Yes.
You build it up little by little. So
Yeah.
as far as doing the nails, there's no licensing, right? Like for you to do
No,
press on nails, as far as
not for press on nails. That's exactly why I got it because I'm not doing anyone's physical hands. As long as I'm not touching anyone or performing any type of you know, uh service on them, you could just
Okay.
make press on nails and then just sell it. And pretty much
Okay.
it's just the guidance. I have a YouTube video on how to properly apply them, and then I
Okay.
pretty much am teaching people how to do it themselves. Just like you remember, like back in the day when they had Mary Kay ladies, and they would come
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
your house, you
Yeah.
have a Mary Kay party, and then
Yeah.
they wouldn't do it for you. They would show you. They said, okay, this is
Right.
what you have to do, and they'll tell you step by step what to do. So basically, it's the same thing. I'm just showing
Okay.
you how to
Okay.
do it, and I'm offering the products, giving you things that you can use in order to get it done.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
You're now listening to the Evening Rush Network.
Alrighty, and we're back. So now you're speaking about the nails and you like to show people how to actually do it. Have you ever like taught a class maybe in schools or different community centers? Maybe have you done
No, I
anything like
haven't done
that?
that. The only one I did was when I did my nail workshop in October,
Okay.
where
Okay.
like people well, it was like it was 6 girls signed up for it, and four
Okay.
of them bought the nails in advance, and then the other two just bought when they came there. So I
Okay.
had some nails available, and then we went step by step, and I showed them how to properly apply, what to do, what good products to use, things like that.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
can do more. It's just that I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I guess I could do more. And it was a really great event. I had like unlimited. I love mimosas. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They just so
Yeah.
good. So I had like unlimited mimosas. I had a little bartender because when you're getting your nails done and you're busy, you don't have time to be
Right.
going to a bar. So I had to make sure I had my bartender there
Right.
pouring the drinks for the ladies. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I wanted to. I'm ready to do all kinds of events, so I could probably do that again. But I don't,
Mhm.
mind doing other things with other entrepreneurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like the summer's coming, there's a lot of organizations, especially for young girls, if they're thinking about, maybe nails or press-ons. It's always good, you could show them and also show them a
That's true.
skill, they
Yeah,
might be
that's
interested and not know what it takes to really do it. So, it's
yeah,
always good.
that's
Whatever skills you have, it's always good to kind of use it and make money if you can, teach courses. I'm
yeah,
all about, whatever you're good at, you can teach a course in it. It
that's
doesn't
true.
really take that much. You
Yeah,
could do a video, you could do online, you could do webinars,
that's
you
true.
know,
You're right.
make a little money. It's all about making money doing what you like, doing what you love.
Yeah,
It
that's
can't
true.
you just don't have to stop at, oh, let me just do the press on nails and that's it. You can have another stream of income teaching courses, doing live courses.
That's true.
Maybe if there's other people who are having spa events, you could come along too, show them or even apply to press on nails. That's another
Hmm.
option too. You always got to think outside the box
Yeah,
when it
that's
comes to your business.
yes, and that's why it's good to have people like you that
Hmm.
around you to kind of give you ideas or make you think about
Yeah.
something that you never thought about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Because sometimes you're
Yeah.
you're just thinking one way. Okay, I
Yeah.
just want to do the press-ons, but then there's so many other avenues,
Yes, it's true.
within that you could do, or even think of collaborating with people.
Yes,
Maybe
it's
you could collaborate with someone who has a nail polish company, or thinking about starting. That could be a nice sort of collaboration too.
that's true. That's true.
you
Yeah.
know could be somebody coming out with a hand cream, or something for the nails, something
Yeah.
else that you could kind of collaborate with them
Yeah.
on, as far as that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
for the future, how are you planning to like grow the business as far as the press on nails? Are you just going to kind of just stay with
Um.
just doing the press on nails? Are you looking to maybe get them placement in a store, maybe, or grow, maybe have your own little storefront, maybe?
So something I was actually thinking about
Hmm.
doing in the future was
Hmm.
actually having a nail bar. So
Okay.
the concept of it is you go into a build a place, and then there's a bar available, a bar to the right, there's tables and chairs to the left, and then
Hmm.
at the end there's like a desk with someone sitting there, and then they have a computer, and this is, you can go in, you can order, because with press on nails you have to pick your nail size, so you have to actually size
Right.
your nails to know each nail bed size, and then
Right.
you pick the shape, obviously, if it's oval, if it's coffin, if it's almond, and then you pick the length, right? So there's small, medium, long, short, whatever. So you pick those three things, and then you can pick like a design. It could be something simple. If it's a little bit more intricate, then that's something that will have to be mailed to you. But if it's something, somewhat simple that
Hmm.
can be done like within like 2 hours or less, um, then you can order it right then and there. So you can shape your nail, you can size your nail, and then pick the length and then pick the design right there in the bar. So then,
Okay.
once you place your order, then someone in the, let's say in the back, they start working on your nails. And while you're waiting for your nails to be done, then you can get something to eat. So that's the whole
Mm.
part. So you can get finger foods, you can get drinks, and then while you're waiting for your nails to be done, so by the time that you're ready to go, then someone will come bring you your nails, and then your nails is ready. So that's really like something I was thinking
Okay.
about, because I don't think it exists. Um, yet. So
Right.
that's something that I am really like thinking about. I've been thinking about it really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I might try to see, if it can work. I don't know. It's definitely a challenge. Um,
Right.
because I would have to obviously hire girls. That's not something I could just do by myself. Because if it's like six people coming in at once.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely been thinking about that's where I'm gonna go as far as like the nails is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like the Affluent Alliance,
Mm-hmm.
um, affluent obviously is luxury, right? If you think of
Right.
affluent community. So the word affluent itself, it means high class. And then alliance is collaborating, right? So
Right.
basically, with that, I just want to build a community of entrepreneurs where we can just constantly do things together. So anytime you see the Affluent Alliance, you know that it's going to be something good and it's going to be something great with
Right.
another entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
especially
Good.
since I have the venue.
Right.
It's like I just want to keep doing things and to just putting things together and making it work, put other people businesses out there and just
Mm-hmm.
collaborate. So
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's what we need more of, We need that networking. We need to come
mhm.
together, because
Yeah.
it's necessary, especially for small businesses.
Right.
You
Mm,
can't just rely on Instagram or
yes.
Facebook or,
Yes.
that
Exactly.
one-on-one personal experience that can really take your business far, because you
Yes,
can't
it's
just
true.
rely on social media. Yes, it's a tool we use to promote, but
Right.
with certain things, I think people need to see it, feel it,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know. Yeah, it's not like clothes where, you might, it's a shirt, let me just order it. But when it
Yeah.
comes to certain things, more personal items like
Mhm.
makeup, nails, you kind of want to see it.
Yes, and feel it and
Yeah,
try it. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Mhm.
if people could, see your products first and then, but
Yes,
people are not just going to say, okay, let me order this. If they've never
it's true.
used it, they don't know how it's
Yes,
going to come out.
exactly.
They're not sure the quality, you
Yes.
know.
And the funny thing is that's absolutely true because when I used to do when I did my pop-up shops at first, um it was really just for me to put it together and give exposure to the other businesses. So I would have my table set up,
Right,
and I may sell a couple things here and there, but I really didn't
right,
sell that much at the pop-up shops, right? Because it's a
right.
different type of business. So I was trying to think, I'm like, well, how come I'm not really selling as much, as I anticipated? So in October, no, was it in September? I went to the New Jersey Women's Expo. There's a
Right.
Jersey Women's Expo that's huge in New Jersey. Well, and they go to different states anyway. So for that, I decided I was like, I'm gonna have like a makeshift sink. So I'm gonna get I bought a spray can with water, and then I had a bowl. So I was like, you know what? Let me have people try the scrubs and the creams because
Mm-hmm.
if they're not trying it, they don't really know what to expect. So I was like, that was my goal. And then when I went there and I had people actually try the scrub, I literally sold out all my scrubs and
Wow.
pretty much at least almost 85% of my creams. So because
Right,
it's like they couldn't buy one without the other because they loved the way that the scrub was and the results they got from the scrubs. And then the cream was just the icing on top. So
right,
and my cream and scrub is hands, so it's not even that expensive. My scrubs is 15 and my creams are 10. So
right.
like you
Very
can't beat that.
affordable.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
really it's just and it's cute, it's small, and you can fit it in your purse.
Mm-hmm.
So who don't like that? You know what I mean? And the scrubs, you don't even need it to do it every day. It's not a daily thing. The actual moisture from the scrub lasts at least 2 to 3 days in between washes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I realized that when people try it out, then
Right.
that's when they're like more inclined to buy. So ever
Yeah,
since I
yeah.
did that, ever since I've been, anytime I do a pop-up shop, which is not that often, but not that I host it, but I participate in them as well. When I do them, and I have people try it on, I normally always sell.
Yeah, because people want to feel the product. Yeah, you can say the scrub is going to be good or the lotion is going to be good, but you actually want to feel it on your skin. You want to, and some people have sensitive skin, people have allergies, some people just want to make sure it's good for their skin, because
Exactly.
you don't want to buy something and then you can't use it.
Yes,
It
exactly.
happens. Sometimes you buy things and you can't even use it,
Yep. We all fall
for
victim to
whatever reason.
that.
Yeah, and I hate when that happens, but that's it comes along with being a consumer. Sometimes you buy things and it doesn't work, or
It's true.
you have to return it, or
Yeah.
So with the press-on nails, have you ever had like a bad experience with a customer, like where maybe they ordered something specialty and then they didn't like it, and you had to kind of no,
Honestly,
you've
no,
never had that experience.
I never had nobody tell me that they didn't
Right.
like it. Yeah, honestly,
Right.
because it either they bought something that they saw and they liked, or
Mm-hmm.
they would send me a custom design. And if someone, so I have press on nails, I have designs on my site, but everything isn't for everyone, right? So
Right.
if there's a design that someone sees and it's a custom design, what they'll do is they'll send me a picture like through
Mm-hmm.
Instagram DM, and they'll be like, "Can you do this?" I was like, "You know what? Let me do a sample first. Let me see if I can
Right.
do it." I do one sample nail. Um
Mm-hmm.
and then when it's done, I send them like a little video of it just to show them all angles of it, whatever. And then if they do say, "You know what? I like that," whether because I always tweak it a little bit, because obviously it's not going to be 100% what someone else does. But and if they like it, then I will send the link for them to place the order. But if so, I don't just there's no way someone can't like
Yeah.
a product, because we already have these conversations before we even go through that process. So
Yeah, because a lot of times you hear in this industry, either nails, sometime with cakes, people order things, specialty things, and then when you do it, put all that effort, they say, "Oh, I don't like it," or "I don't want it," and that's people do that, it's
yes,
wrong.
yeah,
You
it
still
is.
have to,
It's
because it's
discouraging,
your time, it's your energy, it's your
right?
product.
Yes, yeah,
So that's good that you haven't experienced that yet, and I
yeah.
hope you don't. But it's
Thank you.
it happens. It
It
happens,
does.
with
It
any
does.
business. Not sometimes customers get things and they're just not happy, for
Yeah,
whatever reason. So
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
so
that you
yeah,
haven't
I know
experienced
I'm not wasting my time, and I'm not wasting nobody else's time, because I don't want them to have that expectation of getting something and they don't even know what they're getting. So no,
Yeah,
let's talk about, do you like this design? And I ask a lot of questions. I over communicate. I will tell you if something is an issue, or if I can't get it done by a certain time, I'm going to tell you.
right.
So because I've been, I know I look young, but I'm 40. So
Hmm.
I done been through so many different things, so many
Yeah,
different jobs, so many different situations. So I'm an
yeah,
over communicator. I tell it people like it is, obviously in a professional way. And so there's no miscommunication, and there's nothing that, that could really, go wrong. So, fortunately, I've never had a situation
yeah.
where I had
Because you see it, especially online. Sometimes hairstylists, nail
oh
people,
yeah,
people who do cakes, people order these specialty things or get a certain hairstyle, and then when I saw a video where a braider, the person braided most of their hair, and she was like, "Oh,
yeah,
she doesn't like the style."
yeah,
That's wrong. They braided
yeah,
most of your hair,
yeah. And you waited. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
wrong.
it
Now
is.
you don't like the style when it's only a couple more, braids to
Yeah,
finish. So
yeah.
it's not right. But people do that. Consumers do
People
that,
sure do.
Sometimes people, even with the chargebacks, like they order something and then they say, "Oh,"
Yeah.
they fight back with the credit card company. I never received it.
Yes.
Small
Knowing
business
that
owners
they
get
received
hurt
it.
a lot with chargebacks.
Yeah.
They get hurt a lot, and it's wrong. You got the item. Why are you saying you never got it when you got it?
Right.
That's why, as a small business owner, you have to keep track of everything. Make sure you have that confirmation. Make
Yeah.
sure you have that tracking number,
Yep.
just because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what can happen. It could be a good customer, and one day they can say, "Oh, I never received my items," and you're like,
Yeah.
"But you did,
Yep.
for whatever reason. It happens."
It's true.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
And, it's just, it goes along with the territory, being
Yeah.
a small business owner that,
Yep.
these things happen, but it's dishonest. You got the item or you got the service. Why are you, doing a chargeback with your credit card company
Right.
that you didn't get the service?
Yeah. I remember this was years ago, and I did DoorDash because
Mm,
actually I think it was during the pandemic.
right.
Because I was at the bank, and the bank,
Okay.
everything was like different. So I actually worked 2 days, and I was off the other 3 days because we had to like split up in teams because
Yeah,
somebody got
right.
infected, blah blah blah, whatever.
Right.
So I was working 2 days, but I was still getting paid for 5. Amen. So
Right.
I was like, On my other 3 days, I ain't got nothing to do. I didn't even have. Did I have kids at the time? I think I had my first son, and I was like, let me make some extra money. So I was doing DoorDash, and
Right.
then someone said they didn't get their food. I literally had just delivered it. I was like, and she said she didn't get her food. I was like, wow, you really gonna sit there and lie like that?
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to go back, but sometimes you can't really go back and see like where you ordered or whatever. But I was just like, that is so not right. I was like, I almost lost this job because of her. But I think they give you a couple chances before they really like fire you or whatever.
Because they know it's something that a lot of customers do.
They have to. They have
You
to.
know, to be honest, a lot of people do it. Oh, I never received my food. What do? They refund them back their money because they're a big company and
Yeah.
they kind of want to make everybody happy. So they kind of
Yeah.
do these things, you know, because
Yeah.
they can afford to do it. They're a big company, but a small business, you can't always afford to fund people back their
No.
money saying you never got the
Yeah.
order. You
Right.
can't. That you know, you're dependent on every order, every
Yeah.
dollar counts, you know.
Ain't no way.
So, but it happens. And you're like, I know I delivered this order. Why is you know?
Yeah.
But you know, people do it, and it's something
Yeah.
that happens to all businesses. You know, it's
I
just like
know.
people wear stuff and return it back to the store.
Yeah. It's true.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
People might wear, let's not for you, but they might wear press on nails or get a hairstyle and say, oh,
Mhm.
after 2 days I didn't like it.
Yeah.
After you use the item, you can't do anything with it.
Yep. It's true.
You know,
Yep.
so stores take a big hit too. These
Yeah.
major retailers with clothes and different things,
Mhm.
because they take it back. Sometimes it has stains on it, has a hole in it.
Yeah.
They just have to discard it,
Yep. It's
and
true.
that's a loss.
Even I bought something from Amazon one time. It was like a fan or fire pit or something. I don't
Mhm.
remember. And when we opened the box, it was like dirty,
Yeah,
dirty, disgusting.
yeah.
I was like, how would they don't check these things? Like, what is
No,
happening? Like, it was so
no,
crazy. I was like,
no,
wow.
no. It probably was a return, and they never checked it,
Yeah.
and then they just resell it to somebody else. That
Yep.
happens a lot too.
Yeah. It was crazy.
You know, it's not a new item that you're getting, but
Yeah.
let's definitely let everybody know how to reach you, and again, how to get tickets for Saturday.
Yes. So I mean, um so again on my IG,
Hmm.
I could write it in the chat, right? Can I?
You can write in the
Okay.
chat. You could also let us know.
Okay. So yeah, so the Affluence Alliance
Hmm.
on IG.
Okay.
So you go there, and the link is right in my bio for
Okay.
Eventbrite. And the tickets are right there. And to me, the tickets are pretty reasonable. I tried my best to look to see, like, to compare.
Yeah,
So it's $47 for a general admission ticket.
that's
And then
reasonable for an
yeah, you
event.
get
That's
unlimited food.
reasonable.
You get two
Yeah.
drinks, and then you get entertainment. Live
Hmm.
DJ, live performances, guest speakers, things like that.
Hmm.
So you can't beat that. And
Yeah.
then it goes up depending on other things that you want to do, whether it's like the candle workshop, the facials, the fragrance bar, things like that. So, but
Okay.
you can go there, to my page and then link me there.
Oh, and you said you're also gonna have vendors, right? How many vendors?
I have 8 vendors
Hmm.
that are going to
Okay.
be there. So I have a whole bunch of different type of products, like one that sells soaps,
Right.
all natural soaps, one that sells sea moss. Everybody loves sea moss.
Yeah.
One girl that sells waist beads.
Okay.
So that's cool. Another girl that she's going to have like purses. So she sells all different types of purses, like ones that look like a Coca-Cola bottle, one that looks
Oh
like a
wow.
newspaper. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like very cool, very different. I love her
Okay.
brand. And she's coming all the way from Connecticut. So
Wow.
yeah, because we've we build that. Once you build a connection with someone and you know that
Hmm.
you have that relationship, like you see, when I'm not to toot my own horn, but when I have an event and I have vendors there, I treat them really good. Like they get a lot from me. So I go all out. I give them the tablecloth. I set everything up for them. Well, not their products, but
Right.
the tables, the chairs, the tablecloth, things like that. They get a gift for vending with me. They normally get free food or at least half off. So I once I make a connection with someone, if I have an event and a vendor that you've seen before isn't at that event, either they weren't available or they're no longer in business. So
Okay.
yeah, but it's gonna be really good.
Okay, yes, yes, I'm excited. I can't wait. And the
Yes.
weather's going to be nice over the weekend.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes.
it should be a great, great time. So,
Yeah.
I definitely want to thank you for joining me this evening. I really appreciate it. And
Yes,
I
no
know
problem.
Saturday's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a nice
Thank
time. I'm going
you.
to come
Yes.
hungry.
Yes, please do. Come empty bellies only.
Yes, yes,
My
yes. So,
mom is
that's a
cooking,
good event.
so
Yes, come empty bellies because you're going to eat, you're going to drink. Bring your wallets. You're going to spend a little too.
yeah. Yes, exactly.
You're going to spend a little bit.
Yes.
So, definitely, everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is Stacey Talks Money
Thank you for
podcast.
having
Make
me.
sure you check me out. May 18th, I'll be speaking at the More Money Artist Showcase and Pop-Up Shop. That's going to be May 18th. It's going to be on my page.
Nice.
So everybody come on out, and thank you for tuning in to Stacey Talks Money podcast. Have a good
Thank you. Thank you
evening.
for having me.
All righty.
Good night.